Well, the round of 16 doesn't begin until Saturday, but it's already a must-win scenario for Miles Evans and Chase Budinger. The U.S. pair are sitting at 1-1 after 2 pool matches, and they have their final one tonight against the Spanish duo of Herrera and Gavira, and they must win it if they want to avoid leaving their fate to that lucky loser match. This is it. Biggest match so far of Paris 2024, and guess what? It's raining again. So that's just been about the way it goes here. It's either super hot or it's raining buckets. Right now we're somewhere in the middle. It's hot and it's, I'd say, a step above drizzling. Sidetrack. The point is, Evans and Budinger need to win this. They're going up against Hodges Schubert from Australia. Tough match on paper, about evenly matched based on the points. This is the lucky loser match. So win or go home. Advance to the round of 16 or get on that plane back to the US. What's it gonna be? I'm as excited to find out as you all are. We'll see you in there. Hey there, volleyball fan. How are we feeling after day 1 of match play from the Paris Olympics? You should be feeling pretty good. 1-1 is a solid start. We'll go with a little bit of a recap, beginning with Miles Partain and Andy Benish, the #1 ranked men's team for the U.S., taking on Aleo and Diaz of Cuba. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way of Miles Partain and Andy Benish. They lost 0-2, but they hung in there. 18-21 was the score in both sets, and they had a plan. They were stoic as ever, talking to media after the match, saying they would come back here to the Olympic facility, the training center outside of Paris, and they'd regroup. They'd build out a training schedule. They'd lift some weights because they have 2 days off before they take on Brazil in match #2, still pool play. Now, that was the early match. The win came in the night match. At least it was the night match for us here in Paris. It was Taryn Kloth and Kristen Nuss as they took on Canada. No trouble for TKN whatsoever. Breezed to a 2-0 win. They've got 1 day off before they take on Australia in their second match. And so now we come to today where all eyes are on Kelly Cheng and Sarah Hughes making their Olympic debut, and that's going to be against Czechia local time, 10 p.m. For all of you on the West Coast, my math is tough on the fly, but I think that is 1 p.m. So we'll hope that's right. If not, it's in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Either way, you want to stream, you want to watch, how can you do that? You know the drill. NBC and Peacock are your destinations. It's the last rodeo, the last ride, the last dance, whatever expression that you want to use for it, it's the final time you'll see this U.S. men's national team as presently constructed. It's not without stakes. This, the bronze medal match, the U.S. taking on Italy. And it comes just 48 hours after the heartbreaking loss in 5 sets to Poland in the semifinal match. Even with that result, head coach John Speraw going with the same lineup for this match, going with those guys that got him here to Paris. Well, we are walking back from the venue for the final time here at the Paris Olympics after Miles Partain and Andy Benish fall 0-2 to Sharif and Ahmed in the men's quarterfinals. That means no medals for the U.S. men's beach national team, no medals for the U.S. beach national team in total. It's the first time ever. 1996 in Atlanta was the first time beach volleyball was around at the Olympics, and beach volleyball for the U.S. has medaled every single time. And this, the first year that it will not be coming back home to the U.S. in any capacity. So it's a tough pill to swallow for sure, but if you need some better numbers, how about this one? 1,437. That is the number of days that we have to go until it's LA 28 time. So we will bide our time until then. But for now, it's been fun to be with you for these 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks almost for us here for this entire time here in Paris. Going home a little disappointed, but we're looking forward to LA 28. Has it sunk in yet that this is going to be your 4th Olympics?
No, it feels kind of like I'm just going to another tournament a little bit until we're actually there. It's going to hit me, but yeah, it's still surreal.
All right, me and everybody else wants to know what the flight routines, process, preparation for you, Jordan Larson, is.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, as much compression as I can. So, yeah, compression socks, pants, all of it, trying to keep the inflammation down and lots of hydration.
This is my first experience with compression socks. It's an interesting experience.
It is. It's going to but it's going to feel so much better when you're there. But it's uncomfortable to start. So.
What are we doing on the plane? Are we listening to music? Are we watching a movie? What do you do?
Oh, probably usually listen to music to start, maybe a movie. This one, since we're leaving kind of midday, won't be sleeping much, but maybe as the night goes later, I'll sleep.
And the last question for you is you have to tell me what the kind of music is that you're going to be listening to. What's the first song that you're queuing up? And does it have to be queued up when the plane takes off?
I just go to my like list, which is a bunch of random stuff, but I would say majority country.
All right. Country. That'll be what we have to listen to on the plane.
There we go.
I'll be doing it too. Thanks, Jordan.
Cheers.
What's up, everybody? We are at Hermosa Beach right now, and we're getting ready to go find Taryn Cloth and Kristen Nuss. It was an absolutely dominant year for them in 2023. 6 medals across different FIVB events, and of course, the win in the BPT finals to cap it all off. So pretty awesome 2023. We'll see how they can follow it up in 2024. We figured you might want to hear from them before then.
They are 2 points away from winning the gold medal at the Beach Pro Tour Finals. Nuss, what do you know? Perfect pass. And what do you know? Hey,
thinking, all right, just 1 point at a time, knowing the end was near, but it was definitely like, no, we got to focus, got to keep executing. But yeah, when that last ball hit the sand, I think it was just like, oh my gosh. And then immediately just like run into Taryn's arms. But yeah, that whole tournament, we just had a lot of ups and luckily, I mean, a lot of downs. Luckily, we ended on the ups.
If you had to pick a favorite memory from 2023, what might it be?
Uberlandia.
Winning
our first Elite 16, that was
it was a major hurdle for us because we had not gotten past, we were at quarterfinal, and then we finally get to the semis and we're like, oh my gosh, okay, we made it to the semis, we can do this. And then when we finally did get to the top of the podium at an Elite 16 event, it is just so challenging that was a huge moment for both of us.
How was the first champagne and jumping off the podium? Was it worth the wait?
Oh, absolutely.
I couldn't even jump off that, but I was so sore and tired that everybody was like, jump, and I was like, here we go, adrenaline.
Close sticks with an excellent feet to hand work from Taryn Cloth on the block.
It's hard to believe that it's already time for Volleyball Nations League play. In order to get ready, the U.S. women's national team welcomed in Japan for a week of organized scrimmages and game prep here in their Anaheim gym.
It's been great. I think breaking up the training is much more lifelike. Like, we get to actually compete with people we see and compete internationally all the time. So it's really cool to play Japan, and it's an honor, honestly, like to have them in our gym. It's really good volleyball, and it's just fun. I think it helps, like I said, break up the training blocks that we have, and yeah, we're just a little more hungry when coming to the gym. So it's been good.
I didn't think it would feel that different, but the first day that we scrimmaged Japan, I was like significantly more nervous. And something that our team has talked a lot about with our sports site Katie and with the staff is pressure training, and just working on our breath in those big moments. And with Japan, they're such a ball control team, and the rallies can get long, and they can really fluster you with their different routes, and they have so many solutions. They're not just like big hitters, they're really crafty. So maintaining your calm, your breath, and being focused on what you're doing, that was probably my focus, and I'd say for most of the team.
The competition slate is a full go for the U.S. women from here on out. It's VNL every other week until June 20th, and then it's the USAV Cup friendly with the Netherlands on July 11th, right before the team heads out for the Paris Olympics. Well, luckily this is not beach volleyball, and we won't have to be battling these elements that include rain and wind and definitely some humidity, although that last one might just be for me. But either way, outside the arena where the U.S. takes on Poland tonight, match 3 of this week's VNL in Arlington, Texas, head coach Karch Garay stressed that blocking defense tonight will be very important.